In other news tonight, Enbridge Energy is pushing for a new $7.5 billion pipeline project. The proposed Line 3 replacement project will update an existing line to carry thousands of barrels per day of crude oil from Alberta, Canada to Superior, Wisconsin. Catherine Silver spoke to Enbridge representatives and people from Park Rapids today at an open house to find out how the new project could affect northern Minnesota.
They're calling it one of the biggest infrastructure projects in North America, and with a $2.5 billion price tag in the U.S. and an over $7 billion total, it's clear to see why.
There's a great upside in terms of the jobs and the tax revenue and those sorts of things that will happen in this area, so we're very interested in getting moving.
Enbridge took the first step to start moving today by holding an open house in Park Rapids to pitch the new pipeline project to the public.
It's a 1,031-mile route that comes down from the oil sands in Alberta and then over to Superior, where Enbridge has tanks.
The Line 3 replacement project will replace an existing 34-inch pipe with a new 36-inch pipe to meet the growing demand from refineries. But with a $7.5 billion price tag, some Minnesotans don't think the numbers add up.
The real crunch comes when you look at the environmental impacts and the benefits for Minnesota, and this project simply doesn't add up.
But Enbridge says environmental concerns are a priority for them too.
You know, we live and work here as well in Minnesota, and it's important to us to make sure that we are developing, constructing, operating these lines in an environmentally appropriate way.
Once the new Line 3 is completed, Enbridge will deactivate the old line and leave the pipe buried in the ground, which leaves some environmentalists wondering how serious their commitment is.
We know that the number one rule of holes is once you're in one, you've got to stop digging. And we know that digging a new pipeline to let us transport the world's dirtiest oil to places where it will be refined and burned is absolutely the wrong idea.
It's the safest thing to do and frankly least disruptive to landowners to leave it in the ground.
Others at the meeting agree with Enbridge's stance and favor the pipeline project.
I'd rather have a pipeline under my patio of my house and have a rail system out there 100 yards away. And it's a waste of time to think that this oil is bad. We need it.
Enbridge plans on officially filing for the project in February and anticipates construction to begin in 2016. Catherine Silver, Lakeland News.
The next Enbridge open house is set for tomorrow in McGregor.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.